Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we have the latest on the Pontique Prep plant in Martin County. And Kentucky State Police are celebrating the promotion of officers and troopers within the Commonwealth.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on November 3rd. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, if I'm not wrong, it seems like it's quite a bit warmer at this point this morning than it was yesterday. I know I can tell a difference, and it's still not that warm outside.
Absolutely. It is still a bit on the chilly side, but it is right. Or you are right. It is warmer than it was this time yesterday. So, yeah, we're looking into a better situation. But here's the thing. There's still some pockets of some really cold air out there this morning. So let's go to our camera network. You see from WYMT over to Moorhead, through London Corbin, up to Jenkins, Pikeville, up on Buffalo Mountain. Not a whole lot of action out there this morning. But here is where the action is with those temperatures. And you'll see that many locations are kind of all over the board. Actually, it skipped over the temperatures. Let's go back there for a second. There you go. It is 25 in Jonesville, 25 in Clintwood, which is not that uncommon because Southwest Virginia is always a little bit cooler. 29 in Irvin, 41 in Jackson, 36 in Hazard, 30 in London. I mean, it's just all over the place this morning. So anywhere between basically the mid-20s and the low 40s out there this morning, and that's kind of what we expected. Now, coffee meter, a little extra to max where we needed as you head out the door this morning. And speaking of out the door, it's going to be a fantastic forecast overall as we see lots of sunshine, and temperatures for all will get up back close to average this afternoon, topping out in the low 60s. Olivia?
All right. Thank you, Brandon. Crews from across the state are still searching through rubble after a deadly building collapse. We're entering the third day of the rescue and recovery mission. Two men were working in an idled Pontique coal preparation plant in Martin County when the building gave way Tuesday. One man, Billy Ray Daniels, died. They are still searching for Alvin Neese. Kentucky Emergency Management Director Jeremy Slinker says it's now a slow process of removing the layers of rubble.
All other measures had been exhausted. Dogs, cameras, listening devices, and people. All that had been exhausted. And now we're there's no way to see in those voids that are blocked off right now or barricaded without machinery to take it apart.
There will be another news conference this morning at 11, and reporters will be taken to the site of the collapse for the first time. One church has become a central hub for first responders and others to get food and support. A deacon at Buck Branch United Baptist Church says the community has come together to help those looking for answers.
We're really blessed to be in the community that we're in that shows love. You know, I mean, we come together because we're Christians and to lift the name of the Lord up, not the name of the church. Anyone that can pray, will pray, needs to pray for the family and for the people up there that's trying to recover the two guys.
Local officials met privately with family members at the church yesterday afternoon before taking them to the scene. The number of coal mines in eastern Kentucky is on the decline. So what happens when they are abandoned like the one in Martin County? Steve Gardner has worked around the mining and engineering industry since 1975. Whether it be for new housing, recreation, or industrial development, these old mine sites can be reclaimed and become beneficial to the region.
If you look at the recent Kentucky initiatives, which I think they're calling higher ground, the housing developments that have been announced in recent months, they're all on reclaimed mine sites.
Gardner says he once wrote, "A mine is a terrible thing to waste." The governor's office has ordered flags at all state buildings be lowered at half staff today. That is to honor Regina Huffman, who served the Coon Creek Volunteer Fire Department. Huffman died in a crash last weekend. The flags will be lowered to half staff from sunrise until sunset. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has announced the Asley County Fiscal Court will receive nearly $35,000 in county road aid emergency funds. The funding will be used to repair a slide that occurred on Frost Branch Road. Congressman Hal Rogers is joining Senate President Robert Stivers and other leaders to announce economic development projects coming to Manchester on Monday. They will be at the EKU Manchester campus at 11 a.m. to announce federal and state funding for multiple economic projects. Officials say a new economic development opportunity will be unveiled by a private investor, announcing one of the most popular Kentucky industries coming to Manchester. Kentucky State Police are celebrating the promotion of several troopers and officers. 32 honorees are being promoted to leadership roles in KSP. All were promoted within the last year. Paul Blanton, the public affairs commander for KSP, says the new leaders bring a new perspective.
For the agency, it gives us a chance for new leadership to step forward at the post level as well as at the command level at headquarters, and it gives us an opportunity to promote someone that's been in the field.
Families were also at the promotion ceremony. Commander Blanton says they recognize the families' sacrifices as well. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, a popular CBS reality game show ended recently, and a Kentucky native speaks about his experience.
And we're staying dry for now, but that trend will change as we head toward Election Day next week. I'll have all those details in about 3 minutes.